Your Pacers, man. First of all, do they know in Indiana that you are just, out here just pumping them up? And I had to look it up. I don't even know what it's called anymore. At the old Gainbridge Fieldhouse, name has changed a few times, that you are the number one promoter, all things Pacers propaganda. Like, is this on their radar at all? I think we need to make this more formalized. There's nobody in NBA media who is pushing this thing like you are.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right.
But here's the thing, timing wise, you talked about the Bucks, right? Well, guess what, buddy? Like, your squad's about to get a test. They got Milwaukee. Unfortunately, for the purposes of this pod, it's today. I don't know if the pod's going to be out by the time they play. They got Bucks today, and then, oh, by the way, back to back against Philly. So the Pacers are going to get tested, but they are playing well. So they're 5-3. Yep, that's accurate. Okay, 5-3. Superman Haliburton, as we dubbed him earlier, playing some very good ball, coming in at 22.9 points per game on 49.1% shooting, 37.5 from three, 11.9 assists. Is that leading the league right now? I'm sure it's close.
It very well might be.
Yeah. I mean, Haliburton playing great. Really the only bad moments they've had is that one game that he missed. They look good, man. I mean, you said early on they had Kings vibes from last season, and that comp is checking out to this point where it's, weak on the defensive end and dynamic offensively. They're fun to watch. They got something going. How long until you are the Knicks/Pacers beat writer?
They got the number one ranked offense in the NBA right now.
They do.
Scoring like 122 points per 100 possessions. I mean, look, Haliburton is phenomenal. That dude is just an awesome player. When he is on the floor, your offense is just good. And they're vibing kind of the way that I expected, where the defense has just been bad. The defense it is not there. But they're hitting their threes. Bruce Brown has fit in fantastically with them. They're closing with like Aaron Nesmith on the floor now, or they're playing these lineups with Nembhard at the 4. One of the things that I really like that Rick Carlisle has done is he's playing a 9-man rotation. But he's very committed to this 9-man rotation, but he's completely uncommitted to the lineups that he's using. I wouldn't be surprised if Carlisle had tried more lineups with the same 9 players than any other coach in the entire league had tried with 9 players of his own. They just try out different lineups all the time. They'll be using Nembhard at the 4, or they'll be using Toppin at the 4, or they'll be using Nesmith out there and they'll play small. They just have a lot of variety that they can throw at you, especially offensively. I wonder what the future is for Buddy Hield too, because there are the reports about them working with him potentially to find a trade for him. And all of a sudden, this team is competitive and fun and plays hard. And it's not like Buddy Hield is dogging it for him. He's had a good season for them. He's playing well. And Sam, your mic is disconnected.
No, the mute button was on. Sorry, that was my fault.
Oh.
Yes.
Well,
I said 40.6% on Buddy from 3, 8 attempts. That's all I was saying.
Oh, you want to say it again so that?
Yes, your guy Buddy Hield not playing too terribly. Above 40% from 3-point range on high volume, 8 attempts. I slowed you down. Continue.
Yeah. No, but I mean, look, they got guys who can shoot. Nesmith I think Nesmith is just a really quality plug and play player. I just really like his game. Turner is really burdened with a lot defensively for them because he has to hold up the paint so much, and they have really struggled. They have another level. Like Ben Mathurin is struggling to play with the starters right now. And so they've been moving him around, trying him out in bench units. I wonder, last year they started Nesmith, brought Mathurin off the bench. I wonder if they try that just to keep him more with the second units and have him go crazy with the second unit running in transition, see if he can find a rhythm, because he's tremendously talented too. That team is going exactly how I expected them to go.
All right.
And
good
they
breakdown.
Are really fun to watch.
They are fun to watch. They're a league pass team. To stick to the question, is the start misleading? 5-3, my grade level math, that's a 51 win pace. I'm going to say that's a little high. I mean, to me, they're a high 40s team, but it's in the neighborhood. So I guess, marginally misleading is my verdict here. What say you?
I'm going to grade it differently. I'm going to say the start is number 1 in offense, number 25 in defense. No, it's not. It's not misleading.
That's who they are.
I think that's who they are. I think they're going to be a really good offense, not a good defense. I think they're going to be the number 1 league pass team in the league this year, like the Kings were last year. They're going to be really fun to watch, and I think that's what we've seen. They'll probably have some bad losses. They'll probably have some remarkable wins. They just dropped 150 some odd points on the Spurs. I think this is kind of who they are, and I think they'll end up with a win total somewhere in the 40s.